A good father goes to bed last. Grace and peace, everybody. Welcome to Sabbath School Study Group. My name is Chris Bailey. This is part number 3 of a 5-part series looking at the life of Joshua and Caleb in the Bible book of Joshua. I hope we're getting pictures and seeing promises pop up for what we can claim. By the way, we're on the road here in Camp Wowoka. At this campground, it's a beautiful thing to be at a place where you didn't build anything. We're enjoying the beauty of what God originally created. But then someone had to say, we're going to take this land and set it aside so that it can be a place where people can recreate, people can relax, and people can record Bible studies like we're doing right now. So knowing that someone had to put the future as a priority above their present. And that's what good people do. That's what a good father and a good mother does for their child. And that's what a good Christian will do for his brother or for his sister. And I even see that in the story of Joshua. It's interesting that in Joshua chapter 19, it says, when they had made an end of dividing the land for inheritance by their coasts, the children of Israel gave an inheritance to Joshua, the son of Nun, among them. So we've been hearing about Joshua and we've been hearing about Caleb all through this journey and story, but Joshua did not get his until Israel had received theirs. It's like a good father, every day in most countries, when we go to bed, most homes, everybody goes to bed at the same time. But if you have a mother and a father in the house and if you have children there, I know it's my custom that at the end of the night, I check everything. I make sure all the doors are locked. I make sure all the lights are out. And I'm usually the last one to get in the bed to make sure that we're doing our part to make it through the night okay. That's what my father did for me and for our family. So I have his example, and I'm trying to set an example for my girls for the kind of man that I hope that they will say yes to if God brings them into their life. The kind of man who will put them first and put themselves last. Joshua was that kind of leader. And anyone who claims to be a Christian and a leader who is a Christian, we always make an effort to be the last person to go to bed. We make an effort to put ourselves last. It doesn't mean we don't sleep, but we'll be last. It doesn't mean we don't eat, but I want to make sure everybody else is full before I fill myself. This is not a strange concept. It's actually quite Christ-like. Because in the story of John chapter 13, when Jesus was there, who should have had his feet washed, it says, so after he had washed their feet and had taken his garments and was sat again, he said unto them, know ye what I have done to you? Jesus did what a good dad does. In effect, he went to bed last. He put the disciples first, even when they should have put him first. He did not let that stop him because he loved them so much that he was willing to not just lay down his garment, he was willing to lay down his life. In the same way, if we're servants, and let me say it this way, if we're ministers, it doesn't mean we're a boss. It means I'm a believer, and as I'm willing to serve those that I am leading. It says here in Philippians chapter 2, the mindset, this Christ mindset that Joshua had, it says, let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ Jesus, who being in the form of God, thought it not robbery to be equal with God, but made himself of no reputation, and took upon himself the form of a servant. Yes, and even was made in the likeness of men. I want to challenge you. If you're at a point of conflict, if you're at a point of tension with someone, whatever the relationship is, personal or professional, take the mode of a servant. Just try it. If you're having an issue with a spouse or an issue even with the child, take the mode of I'm going to attack this tension by making myself last. I'm going to make them a priority, and I'm going to do something that articulates that they're important to me. They're more important to me than the issue that we're dealing with. And that might be the recipe or the path to find resolution for the issue. Let this mind be in you. And you know what? That mindset really worked because it worked enough to get us, the whole world that Jesus came to save and the whole world that God gave Jesus to come save. We see him as he is and we know him for who he is because he made the decision to make us a priority. And maybe we need to do the same for somebody else.